guys? Welcome to the our new commentary. We decided, or this is Corey's script.
This BDG reviews.
Yeah, it went way too into it quick, but yeah. We figured we're gonna do a commentary for the unrated cut because this is the first time it's been available on video. I think.
Yeah,
Was this
from what I
available on
know,
Laserdisc or?
I think it was available on the original VHS,
Oh, okay.
but since then, all DVDs and every other cut has been the theatrical cut.
See, I used to have this on VHS. I wonder if I had the original cut.
It's very possible. From what I've heard, it's not really so much like a different cut as
I
well.
heard
A
it's just a
different,
few seconds on one scene.
yeah, it's just like they use different. Like there's more gore
Yeah.
in one particular shot.
Is it the shot with the therapist's office?
Yeah,
Yeah, I assume so. Supposedly we'll be able to tell because I think it dips in quality.
yeah, I think so.
But
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
uh, was it hard for you to hold back from checking the transfer out or no?
Definitely. I mean, it's the sort of thing when we first sort of decided we were going to do this. I was like, you know what? Should I watch the old Blu-ray again? And then I'm like, no, no, no. I'll wait and get the new one. Then I got the new one. And I'm like, should I watch it now? It's like, no.
Yeah, because at first when we had planned to do this, you had only had that other region
Yeah,
Blu-ray,
yeah,
and
yeah,
our first plan was you were just gonna do that, but then we decided to wait because you were getting the Arrow version, and it makes it a lot more
yeah,
interesting because they're totally different transfers. I was
yeah,
reading up on it, so
yeah,
but they
yeah,
should be this really similar, though. I mean, if there's anything that really stands out to me, I'll
yeah,
say it, and you'll tell me if yours really stands out or what.
yeah. All
I will
I,
say
I,
during these motion clips, though, when they show the flames, it looks really good.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have that particular clip
Oh,
showing, but
yeah,
but everything I'm seeing here looks really good, just from the menu.
yeah,
And you know, it doesn't look. How can I describe it? There's like a bit of grain.
yeah. Especially you get that bee scene where you see all the bees
Yeah,
gathering.
yeah,
There's a
I
lot of
got
grain
yeah,
in that.
yeah. But it works.
Yeah,
It doesn't look so super polished that it
yeah. What I really
kind of
like in
ruins it.
Blu-rays, I like strong black levels, so
Oh, definitely.
I'm expecting
Yeah.
good things.
Oh yeah, well the scene on my screen right now is just showed like I guess she was in a library or something, and like there were like black shadows at the back, and it looked just inky.
Yeah, I will
You
say
know?
there's a scene during these motion clips though where she's taking pictures and the Cabrini Green thing. Remember when she walks
Yeah.
through that hole and it's the mouth of them and everything?
Oh yeah.
It looks pretty grainy though, so I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how
Yeah.
it plays
Yeah.
out.
We'll see, because I mean, some people prefer like Scream Factory's presentations. Some people prefer Arrow's presentations. It's just, I guess, a personal thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking the transfers are going to be pretty much identical. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like they're probably using the same print, just doing their own scans. So I'd
Yeah.
imagine it's gonna look identical because I know when people were arguing which one to get, no one was breaking it down transfer wise. They were just like all about the
Just
packaging or features. So
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah.
anyway, yeah. I mean, the packaging to the Arrow one is far superior.
Definitely. I love the packaging to it.
Yeah.
Um,
Did
you
you? There's
know,
something weird though. Did you notice or I read something that the hook on Candyman's hand on the Arrow version
yeah.
on the cover is on his wrong arm?
Uh, yes, it is. I
Yeah,
just noticed
yeah, I
that.
read that. I guess people were tripping. They were like, they put the hook on the wrong arm
I think probably they did it just for
because it fit the piece and all that.
yeah, it just looked better as a cover. Like if you were to swap it around, like mirror it,
Yeah,
I don't know, he'd be looking the other way and everything. I don't know.
But yeah, I thought that was
But then
interesting.
again, um, you say his name into a mirror, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
it can always be argued this is the mirror,
yeah,
like the reflection that you're seeing.
yeah. What I love about that Arrow cover is I
Yeah,
love how the projects are turning into beehives.
yeah, it's a really really nice cover. I got to admit,
Yeah.
and I'm honestly I'm glad I went with this one.
What do you
I
think of the
mean,
Scream Factory art, though?
the art's not bad, honestly. Um, I just I don't know. It just I just prefer the arrow art
Yeah.
personally. That, like I said, that's just me. um, but it looks pretty decent from what I've seen, and from what I know, apparently there's like, isn't there like three different art covers or something?
For Scream Factory, they got
Yeah.
two, but
Is it just
you
two?
gotta get the whole bundle to
Oh, and
get that
then you
second
get the,
cover.
yeah,
Which to me is dumb. Like you're getting two slip covers, but one movie.
yeah.
It's cool to get the posters, but the double slip cover idea to me is so stupid.
See, the only way that could make it work for me would be if, the idea
It
was
could
like,
fit your old one.
no, like if you could put like the second disc in and
Oh
have
yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I see. But that's what I
have
was gonna say
just two
too.
single
Also,
discs.
like if you're paying for the bundle, and you're getting the two slips. They might as well just send you, to my opinion, send you two copies of the movie. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because they did that
yeah,
with Carrie, and they did that with Child's Play.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hell, even send like a DVD copy,
Yeah, I don't know.
you
I just
know,
think
and just stick it in.
I feel like what they should do is just lower it $10 and just give you the option of which
Yeah,
slip you want.
that would be perfect. That would
Yeah,
really be perfect.
yeah, yeah. So we'll get this started, and I feel like we'll probably end up doing part two this week or something.
Yeah, for sure. Cause
Might as well. Might as well.
yeah,
Do you have the third one or no?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
might have a DVD of it somewhere.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
have to
only on
look.
DVD. Well, there is actually Blu-rays. Never mind, but not
Yeah,
American.
no.
But yeah, but we'll at
Uh,
least do the second one because the third one is like direct-to-video garbage.
yeah, completely.
Yeah. But all right. So you
Yep.
ready to hit play on this?
Yeah.
All right. Three, two, one, play.
Okay. And here's this new Universal logo.
Yep.
I don't know why they bothered putting in the new logo. I mean, just, they could have just ran with the old one. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's because they wanted the website at the bottom.
Yeah, and the HD-ness of it.
Yeah. Still, though, this always makes me laugh, the TriStar logo, because on DVD and on VHS it looked fine, but it
It looks
looks,
shitty on
it
Blu-ray.
does. It's
That
like,
darkness on the bottom and everything.
yeah. And the fact that, you see the wings on the horse just kind of like start,
CGI'd in.
yeah, and it's like not even like good.
Yeah, well, not CGI, but whatever they used for optical
Yeah,
effects.
yeah. This is a nice shot, honestly.
What, when the Candyman slides into frame?
Yeah. And just, the overhead shot,
Yeah,
just
I love overhead shots like that.
oh yeah,
That
they
just
they give
popped up. Did the Candyman title just pop up on your screen?
it's just come up Tony Todd right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're like a few seconds ahead of me.
Could be,
Alright,
yeah.
we're good. Xander Berkeley's on mine, now has C. Lemons.
Yeah, Vanessa Williams just came on for me. Now Michael Culkin and some other people.
Yeah,
Yeah. Executive producer Clive Barker.
yeah, we're set up now.
Yeah. Have you watched any of the
Did
special
yours
features?
look at the very right of your shot? Does yours have
Yeah.
like a little hair or something, or like the complete right side of your screen?
Oh, I keep seeing something just kind of pop up every now and then.
Yeah, but does it look a little strange to you?
Not really. It looks a bit like like maybe there was a bit of like print damage or something.
Yeah, I think there was.
Just a little bit,
Yeah.
but it
So
looks
far, though,
pretty good.
this overhead shot looks good, but it doesn't look uh, a huge upgrade from the past Blu-ray.
That's true.
But
I
it's one of
mean,
those things I don't know really what I'm expecting.
yeah, because I mean, we can't expect, there's a bunch of bees.
You
Yeah. Have you watched any of the special features?
No,
I don't know if you have it on yours, but on mine they have an interview with Clive Barker.
I think this one does have it. Yeah.
Um, you need to watch that because he looks rough.
Yeah. He looked
He's,
rough a while ago.
I know, but he sounds great now. He sounds like healthy and everything. That's always a neat shot with
Yeah, I
the,
always thought that was cool.
yeah, and it's
There was
it's
always
probably just a simple effect, but it works.
Oh, I'm sure. There was always this book I used to read called The Swarm.
Ah, yes, I know the one.
Yeah, it had a cover like that and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know if she's the sister to Michael Madsen? Is that the guy's name?
um,
Dude from Reservoir Dogs and stuff.
she might be. I'll just quickly have a look.
I love this intro too.
Oh yeah, this is
Is it Ted Raimi?
yeah.
Yeah.
Virginia Madsen.
You know what I just put together to that Candyman was released the same day Urban Legend was, like from Scream Factory.
Yeah,
And I just realized that all had to do with urban legends, you know what I mean?
that's
Like Candyman's based on Bloody Mary.
yeah. That's pretty damn funny, really, when you think about
Yeah,
it.
I didn't think of it till just now.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Um, relative Michael Madsen's her brother, yeah,
Wow. No, I
and
was
she
just
was
wondering.
also in she was in Dune as well.
Oh yeah, she was in Haunting Connecticut too.
Yeah. Oh man, Ted Raimi. I don't really buy him as like a biker type guy or whatever he's supposed to be.
No, not at all. Did you?
Like a
He always had
badass.
for some reason in the '90s they gave him so many cameos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some of his cameos over time have been quite interesting. I mean, I always loved his cameo in Midnight Meat Train.
Yeah. Oh
His
yeah, he gets
his
slammed in the head with the hammer.
yeah, his eyeballs pop out
Yeah.
with very bad CG.
Yeah. I think he was the first one to die in that.
I think so. And here we go. Oh, interesting little bit of trivia. The original idea for a sequel to this
Oh,
was it was going to be directed by Bernard Rose, the same guy.
yeah.
But essentially, what he wanted to do is he wanted to, instead of like going with like the whole Candyman mythos, it would be like another like urban legend type thing, which would
Okay.
which would work its way up. So essentially, the first half of the movie would be building up, and the second half would be Midnight Meat Train.
Really?
Yeah, that was his idea for
Kind
what
of like what
the
John Carpenter wanted to do with Halloween.
yeah yeah just go with like kind of
A new urban legend every year.
yeah I that's the sort of thing it would work now, but I don't think it would have worked back then.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tony Todd did too good of a job.
Oh yeah, I mean once
That dude's creepy as hell looking the way he was looking. He
yeah.
had like that rape face when he looked back.
Oh yeah, definite like definite rapey pedophile vibes coming off him.
Like in the '90s, it was just acceptable to light up cigs in the classroom and all that.
I know, that's hilarious. I what I really dig about this movie also is it's like every part of it is a character.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
just
definitely.
look at this like auditorium that she's in. Like, what what are you doing, cat? My cat's walking on my TV. I don't know what's going on there.
Now
Um,
this dude who plays the teacher, what
yeah.
else has he been in? I know I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look. He always was so kind of skeezy in this movie. I
Oh
never,
yeah,
I
because he
never
cheats on
bought.
her while she's in the asylum.
Yeah, well, not just that. Yeah, I'm 100% sure he's already cheating on her right now.
Oh yeah,
You know,
you find her hotter than that.
who Virginia Madsen?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
yeah, yeah. I always
always,
thought,
always
even as
has
a
been.
kid, I thought so too.
Yeah. Okay, let's find out this guy's name here. Uh, cast.
I know I've
Uh,
seen him in other stuff.
is
Yeah,
he?
that's the girl he's cheating with. That's laughing all.
Yeah,
But that's most college professors in '90s movies. They
yeah,
always have a stable of young women.
yeah. I think it's Xander Berkeley.
Oh, okay.
I think because I can't remember his character's name. Yeah, yeah, it's Xander Berkeley. That's it. What I find interesting though, is like, honestly, do you think he could have pulled Virginia Madsen?
Yeah, I think in real
Just,
life, if he was a college professor. What
I
I
don't
find
know.
strange about it, though, is how she's like in a college class, but she looks like older than everyone in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I never really got, like, is she supposed to be a student, or is she supposed to be um like another, like, teacher?
I think she's a student.
Yeah,
I mean, but I don't know for fact. I mean, she looks like a teacher,
yeah, yeah.
but
But
she's
they're
doing a thesis and all that. It's really strange.
yeah, and she's his wife.
Uh,
I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know. Odd, to say the least. Uh,
I like. Have you heard read the story this is based on?
yeah,
The Forbidden.
yeah.
Is it anything like it? Because I watched the movie or the little. I don't guess you could
Oh
call
yeah,
it that. You know that
yeah,
Salome and or Salome and Forbidden.
yeah. Um, Essentially, it's the same story.
Yeah.
But the gist of it is it takes place in England instead of over here. And well,
Isn't he not called
obviously,
the Candyman? Isn't he called something else or something?
no, I think they refer to him as the Candyman if I remember right. Yeah, yeah, they do. But she's in it. She's doing a thesis on graffiti.
Really?
So she goes to this place to check out this graffiti, and then ends up getting tangled up with everything. But it follows pretty. It's one of the better translations of
So,
a Clive Barker story.
would you have liked to see this take place in England, or you like the whole Chicago
I dig the
ghetto?
Chicago thing,
Yeah.
and honestly, hell, you put Tony Todd in anything, I don't care what it is, he makes it like three times better.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that
You
met him.
know,
They say he's like one of the nicest horror celebrities to meet.
I've heard that. Well, I think the thing is with him, he's like a proper actor,
Oh yeah,
and he
he's
and
into
he
like stage acting and all that.
yeah, and he takes every role seriously. Like I'm sure he took the role of Candyman just as serious as he would, like something in like Othello or any form of Shakespearean thing.
Yeah.
He's and he, you feel that, and as a result, I guess when you meet him like at cons and everything, when you take your work seriously and people are coming up to you and saying like, I really dug you in such a thing, you're gonna be appreciative of it.
Yeah.
You're not just doing it for a paycheck. So it's not Tom Savini syndrome.
Yeah. You know what's weird about this? She's at a computer on a teacher's desk.
Yeah.
But why would she be doing a thesis? I don't know. Maybe
All,
it's
all I don't know. All I can think is maybe she's like for like another school or something.
yeah, I don't know.
I
Definitely
don't know.
strange. I guess
Yeah.
you're just supposed to roll with it. Guess it don't matter too much.
Yeah.
I remember one scene in this that always got to me and just how brutal it was. Remember when the dog gets decapitated?
Yeah.
That black chick's dog.
The thing with that scene, what I always found with it
Is
is
how bloody it is.
that is a huge ass dog.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me, like that anyone. This is the scene I was meaning, where you can like how inky and black it looks in the background there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell me that this little woman could have killed that dog, cut off its head, and not had a scratch on her.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
yeah, cops wouldn't buy that. Well, I don't think they would.
Now, what would you say is more Clive Barker-ish, Hellraiser or this?
Ooh, um, I would say Hellraiser simply because it's a Clive Barker product.
Yeah, that's true.
He had the full say. Essentially,
I wonder what this would have been like if Barker directed this.
I think, well, for one, I think it would have been closer to his original story. I don't think it would have taken place in Britain, but I think it would have been. I don't think he would have gone with the, like
Ghetto.
yeah, you know,
Do you know
and
how dangerous it was for them to film there, though?
oh yeah,
Like, I heard
those
there
were
were actual gang members and stuff, and they had to
yeah,
be cool with them to let them film and
yeah,
all
most
that.
of them were yeah,
Because I know when they first
real
go
gang
visit
members.
it, like I think all those black people chilling out front of the place were like the actual gang members that lived in that building.
They were, from what I heard, yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
badass.
it definitely shows like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like an appreciation of
And its
reality.
authenticity. Like even those
Yeah,
black women that were cleaning up the floors and stuff in the school seemed like real janitor women you'd meet.
yeah, yeah. They didn't feel like actors.
You know what I've noticed in every movie I've been watching recently? Every single movie,
Yeah.
every house has like tribal masks hanging. For
Oh,
some reason,
yeah.
every house in every movie recently has had them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was even watching Two and a Half Men the other night, and he had them in his house. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Well, I guess it's the sort of thing. They're probably not super expensive to buy, and they
Yeah,
add a bit of like,
decoration and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, you know.
but I've just
Uh,
noticed that because I saw it here, and I'm like, damn, it keep popping up.
yeah. I always found this really creepy.
Yeah, this would really weird me out.
The idea that like all that's separating your apartment from your neighbors is to,
That
you
doesn't even
know,
seem realistic though. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I know some, you know,
I mean, I've never built a house or I've never an unbuilt one or
yeah,
anything, so I don't know. But that would be creepy. You just bust their mirror out and you
yeah, and
can't
just
tell
go
them through their
through.
crib.
Yeah, you totally know someone has done it.
Oh yeah,
Someone somewhere has like been like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that out, see if I can get through there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is, I guess you could say like an urban legend done right,
Oh yeah,
if you
definitely.
will. Because what makes it really work also though is like this is something that I always laugh at. I always remember once I saw an interview with Clive Barker and he was talking about this, and he was saying like apparently he was somewhere on like I think it was like a book signing or something, and some like black people came up to him and were like all like you're like stealing our heritage or whatever, and he's like I wrote it.
Yeah, they call it like culture vulture.
Something like that, yeah. And and he's like, I came up with Candyman.
Yeah,
I wrote the story. I didn't steal this from anybody. I just love the fact that it's become that much of a piece of
oh
like
yeah,
culture that people are assuming that it was based on like an urban legend
yeah. This
from from the actual like
yeah
ghetto
turned into
areas
a
and
ghetto
stuff.
urban legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is well, pretty much. I always looked at because I always heard of Bloody Mary first, actually, as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
But that
I love
shot
that it's
looked
like a
really good. That red,
freaking
dude. That
yeah.
red of that car really pops out.
It does. I just love the arsenal she's putting.
Yeah. Well, she's black.
into her
She knows what's
purse.
up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, she's all
Oh
worried
man.
looking and nervous with weapons and
Yeah. Yeah, she had like what, like mace. She had like bear mace as well or something. I don't know.
shit. I'd have to roll in there with a Gatling gun or an M16 or something.
Yeah, and it'd just be like, now,
Full
no.
SWAT uniform and everything.
Oh man, this is a great movie though. It honestly is.
It's a classic. It's a modern classic. This is one of those ones where, it never had a huge franchise like it had an okay sequel and then a really shitty sequel. But
Yeah.
it's always held at the same regard as like Jason and Freddy and all that. Like people always know Candyman.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Like
mean, he's
it's a second tier franchise, like the same way like Child's Play. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And like trying to think of what else you put in there, but it's not like
Pumpkinhead.
I don't see. I don't even know if I'd put Pumpkinhead. I consider that like
That
a.
might be
I
it
think
might be
that's like a
third. Yeah,
third tier. Yeah, that
yeah. No, I know what you mean. He's like not one of the like
like I'd put this
big three.
closer.
But,
Yeah, I'd put this closer with Freddy and Jason and Leatherface than I would to Pinhead and say Children of the Corn. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So these are all real. You know, it's crazy to think how many of these people in this building are probably dead or in jail. Just
I know.
realistically, I mean, this
Yeah,
is one of the most dangerous projects of all time.
yeah, man. And it's this sort of thing, like that guy right there in like the purple and blue
Standing at the
jumpsuit sort
boombox.
of thing. Yeah, I mean, they've almost got like that, like this dude here with purple pants.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
You never know.
ne-
That could be their colors, though.
it could be, but when you think
Yeah,
back,
they
like, and
all
you
got
think of,
purple on. It's definitely their colors.
yeah, it's totally like, when you see like the Yakuza movies, and you got the guys like dressed like outlandishly and everything. You
Yeah.
see it here, and it works more.
Yeah. You know how nerve-wracking that'd be to be a woman walking through that, dude?
Yeah, that would be
I don't think anyone... That would be pretty
no.
hardcore. I mean,
Yeah,
even being me, a bigger dude, it'd be kind of nerve-wracking.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, here's like the thing with all like the graffiti and everything. This
What
is
makes it
in
so
the
authentic,
story.
too, is this is like real graffiti, though.
Oh
They
yeah,
didn't just
definitely.
come in here and just start spraying all this.
No, this was actually there. I'm quite sure.
Like, you could always tell when a movie does it. Like, a lot of canon films, you'll just see a big crip. Not even
Yeah,
in any kind of fancy lettering. It'll just say crip or blood and, like, scribble.
yeah. I could see this being put in Sweets to the Sweet. I could see that being,
Oh, I'm sure they'd put that in, yeah.
yeah, but a lot of the other stuff is, I'm quite sure, is real. Now, I
What they
mean, look
probably
at the
did was, like,
size of that damn dog.
yeah, nice little jump scare, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell me that little woman, killed and decapitated that dog without getting a single, like,
Well, they
wound
said
on her.
they think the Madsen chick did it.
Yeah. You can't tell me she,
Wasn't it her baby goes missing? That's what the whole thing is about.
the,
The black girl they just
yeah,
showed isn't...
yeah. Her kid goes missing, and she's in her bathroom all covered in blood and dead
I
dog.
just remember that scene being so striking because I remember the blood was like real dark and thick looking. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah,
like I remember her screaming and it was just a really chaotic, like
yeah,
intense scene. I remember just how realistic it looked.
yeah. Well, this is one of those, movies that they get the blood right.
Yeah.
you know Especially like in the scene with the dog and the one with the kid in the
The crib.
bathroom.
Yeah. What else I
That
think makes it
ugh.
really intense to me is like most horror slashers where they do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's usually like a summer camp or a college, and I don't really go
yeah,
to either. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like, but like something like this, you know how many houses in Sarasota are like this? You know what I mean? That I've been through, that
yeah,
I've chilled at. So it's like, it just makes it more intense, like seeing this, because I relate to this more than I would relate to Camp Crystal Lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the thing is, like everyone has seen like a building like this.
Yeah.
They may not necessarily have like been in it, but they have seen it.
See, Florida is like one of the drug capitals of America,
Yeah,
so there's a lot of stuff like this, and you know what I mean?
yeah. I
Hell, you
just, I
got me
just,
fucked up if I was gonna do that. Hell
yeah.
no.
It'd be like no, and it's like we're not even getting paid for this job. It's like
Yeah, hell
we're
no.
doing this for a thesis. It's like no, thank you.
Yeah. We also gotta point out too, we never did, that the music is like its own character too. You know?
Oh yeah, well hell, Philip Glass, who composed the entire thing. He's a huge, composer.
I would say this score to me is better than the Hellraiser score, and I love the Hellraiser score.
Yeah, it's very close. I don't know which one I'd
I'd love
go
to get this
with.
score on vinyl.
Oh, for sure. I love that. I'll just put this coat down and sit on it.
Yeah, I'd rather just sit on it and keep the coat clean, because then you gotta wear a nasty ass coat.
I think that's her coat though.
Yeah, so she ain't worried about it.
Yeah, I love this scene.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite. Like
It's
actually
just
on the back of the second slipcover Scream Factory gives you, that's
yeah,
the image.
that's cool.
Like
I
instead of
mean,
pictures and credits and all that on the
yeah,
back
just
of it, it's
that.
just that. See,
It's
that would make a
really
badass tattoo, dude.
oh, it would definitely. What I dig about this particular like scene is whatever, it's like she's come through this way, but now looking at it, she's got to go back out through the mouth.
Yeah.
And it would creep you out a bit.
Yeah, it would be intense.
I mean, even though it's just a painting, it would still kind of creep you out.
Yeah, I always thought this was weird too, because it doesn't really go anywhere. The chocolate with the razor blades.
Yeah, yeah. It is one of those things that
Because it doesn't really go anywhere.
no,
I mean, it makes sense. A horror movie called Candyman, it would have something like that.
yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's like the only reason it would be thrown in there. Does
Yeah,
that have something to do with the story or no?
not really. No, it's just kind of yeah. I think that's her coat.
It is, yeah.
It's just like, well, you know what? Screw you. You're going in there. I'm gonna use your coat as a seat.
Yeah. That seems realistic though, because you could tell she don't want to be there, so she's probably like, "Fuck this cracker's coat."
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. There's some real funny stuff
This
in this
dog looks
movie,
like it would
honestly.
drag that woman down the steps and everything.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like a real badass dog. Again, how anyone could have thought she could have killed it.
Yeah, you know
You
what
know.
else strikes me strange about this?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure this black woman here is an actress. I
Yeah.
feel like if this is the roughest, dirtiest project in America at the time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like the women would look a little rougher. That, you know what I mean? Would be hanging
Yeah.
around in this. I mean, I don't know. That may be a little profiling a little bit, but I don't know. She seems a little too, I don't know, good looking and clean kept to be in like this area here. You know what I mean?
Well, she seems, to really like have her shit together, and
Exactly. Yeah. Like I feel like you'd have to be the dirtest of dirt poor and get it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. You feel like her, she would have been able to have made enough money
Like at
to have.
least get a duplex or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. One of the special features on my disc, I don't know whether you have it on yours, it's this conversation with these two, I guess they're like black film, like, historians or something.
Do you know what
And
it's called?
I'll take a look.
Because
It's,
I know I cross-referenced. We have a lot of the same features,
yeah,
if
it's
not all of them.
called Urban Legend Unwrapping Candyman.
I think I have that feature.
It's a critical analysis of the film with writers Tanana Reeve Due and Stephen Barnes. Now,
What are they just talking about how good it is for the black community and all that, or?
they're talking about that, but one thing what they kept bringing up, which I found kind of stupid, is they kept bringing up, well, why is he killing black people? Like, why isn't he just killing white people?
Cause
And like that was their big thing. And I'm thinking, you guys are supposed to be film critics. Like, it explains it in the movie.
yeah,
Like that whole like speech, like like I'm like the whisper in the classroom or whatever. Like without like essentially people recognizing that I exist. Like I don't exist. So
yeah.
of course he's gonna take out whoever.
Calls them. He's gonna kill
Yeah,
whoever. Yeah,
yeah. It's not until you know she calls him that he actually gets someone that he's like somewhat interested in making like a big deal out of.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now these
you
shots
know?
right here doesn't it almost make it seem dreamlike, just the way she like looks,
Yeah,
like she's just
for
like
sure.
looking off into space. And what else I always found was kind of weird editing wise, like they almost make it seem like that scene in the beginning, like
Yeah,
that's who she's talking about. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
then it's like, now that don't make no sense. And it also
hmm,
seems like, when Virginia Madsen's looking through her mirror in the other apartment,
yeah,
when it showed earlier, it almost
yeah,
felt like they were implying like, oh, that girl that got killed was the apartment that they were looking in.
yeah,
But it wouldn't make sense either because they opened the door in that beginning and it's like a suburb.
yeah.
So there's some
Yeah.
weird editing kind of going on, but still, I consider this a 10 out of 10 even with its flaws.
Indeed. I mean, it's the sort of thing. There's certain movies, that despite their flaws are still pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
what else has Bernard Rose directed?
he's done. Let me just take a look. Where's my phone? He's done some. I think some pretty interesting stuff. If I remember right. Let's see here. Where is he? Bernard Rose. Come on, Bernard Rose. Here we go. I don't care about that. Filmography. Let's see. He's done Smart Money, Body Contact, Paper House, uh, Chicago Joe and the Showgirl, Candyman, Immortal Beloved, Anna Karenina, Ivan's XTC, Snuff Movie, uh, the 2015 Frankenstein. Oh, he did, I think it's pronounced sex tape, SX underscore tape. It's like a found footage type horror thing. That was pretty
So
good.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say Candyman's the only thing.
Candyman and
No, I'm
Paper
just playing.
House are his two, at least for horror fans, are kind of his two.
I honestly expected him to have a few more mainstream titles for some reason.
Yeah,
Because this was a mainstream big movie. I mean,
it was. I
I thought
mean,
for sure there was that. That seemed like all direct-to-video or kind of TV type stuff.
I don't know. I think some of it is got some pretty good theatrical stuff. I know Immortal Beloved got that was a theatrical release,
Yeah, I've
like a
never even heard of
historic.
that.
It's like some like historical romance thing. Anna Karenina as well. Um, Apparently he's done one in 2019. He's doing one in 2019 called Samurai Marathon 1855. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess probably the least said about that, the better.
See, this
Uh,
look she gives always looks like it's so dreamlike. Like even you could. Does yours have like a light highlighted on her face?
yeah, yeah, like the almost like a blush almost.
Yeah. It's crazy to think how long it does actually take for Candyman to actually enter the movie.
Oh yeah, I think it's about
He
like the
has to
45
have
minute mark.
he has to have only like 10 minutes of screen time total.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, but those scenes sure pack a punch.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh? So that just kind of
Oh,
makes
you
it
know what I
work.
can't wait to see in this transfer-wise?
Hmm.
Remember when she, after that scene with the black girl and the dog, remember when they're, like, peeling off her clothes?
Oh yeah,
And it's like, but it's like you can almost hear it and see it just peeling it off. It's because it's
yeah,
so stuck from the blood.
yeah, for sure. It's gonna be an interesting
See, look,
scene to
that
say the
light's even
least.
highlighted on her. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, and this kid, man.
Oh yeah. Doesn't one of the special features? Don't they interview that kid?
They might.
I feel like I did see one of the features. They were interviewing like a black kid that looked to be in his like 20s, and I think that was him, but I could be wrong. But
Let's take a look. Short films, blah, blah, blah. Uh, I don't look to have it on mine. Uh, it might be on yours, but not mine.
yeah, I'll see when we finish this.
Yeah. I don't know why he's wearing that hat though.
I kind of dig it.
It is kind of like neat, but it's like,
It
do you
reminds me
think?
of like an old wartime hat or something.
Oh yeah, it looks like one of those Soviet hats.
Yeah. I actually think it's like a
Yeah,
bucket hat.
I think it is, but for some reason I don't know. I ain't scared of nobody. You're crazy walking around here on your own.
Yeah, he is right. I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of the like
in real life though, without the film crew, if she was just to walk in there, it'd be done.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
seriously.
yeah, for sure. No happy ending would come from there. Well, at least not for her.
Yeah. I think she even looks still good to this day. I think the last thing she was in was Sideways with Paul Giamatti. Remember that movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a very attractive woman.
Yeah, even in Haunting Connecticut, I thought so.
Yeah,
Pull her up real quick if you can. Does she been in
I'll
anything
take a look.
recently? I don't even know.
Yeah, let's take a look.
For some reason, I feel like I've seen her name recently somewhere.
It's very possible because I mean,
Here's a big set piece for the ending.
oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, is it this one or is it the sequel where the bathroom has all this shit written on the walls and everything?
Um,
Like, I
I
think
don't.
it is this one where
I
it's
think
just,
it's this one. Yeah.
it looks disgusting, like shit caked all over the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then the robber, or that, yeah. See, I can't remember if it's this one or the sequel, where they go in the bathroom and there's like a robber that comes in, or a
This is
mugger.
the one where a guy comes in and he has like a hook and whacks her in the head.
Oh yeah, and they're at the lineup or whatever. I'm the
Yeah.
Candyman, bitch.
Yeah.
I think that's what the line is.
Yeah. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Um.
I'm surprised you didn't recognize her from Dune.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is you know, quite about a 10-year difference here.
Yeah,
I love this guy that goes running in, with his.
yeah. That old school player.
Yeah.
That's when they were listening to James Brown and stuff instead of rap.
Yeah.
Oh, that hat is weird looking. It's like a
Yeah.
beanie slash hat.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. There, look at that blood.
Yeah, that's badass.
They found it floating in the toilet. Can't fix that. Better off dead. Yeah. She was actually in what was it Wonder Woman.
See, I did watch that.
I didn't either. It was what's it called one? It was the animated version that they did in 2009.
Oh, was she the voice?
Yeah, of Queen Hippolyta. It's been in tons of stuff. I mean, uh, the last thing she was in was Spare Room this year.
I
So,
haven't heard of that one.
no. Oh, and she was in Better Watch Out, that
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Christmas
yeah, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I actually did see that last year with her in it.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah, this bathroom probably smells like absolute shit.
Yeah, because the thing is, that was probably like real. You
I
know,
mean, I'm sure this is a real bathroom. I don't know if they're gonna go far putting real, like actually doing the real shit, because they had to put
probably.
that. I
Oh yeah,
mean,
probably not the real shit, but like
like that could
this.
be like chocolate frosting or something, or melted
Yeah,
Snickers or something, you know.
yeah, but this bathroom was
Oh, I'm sure
nasty
everything
to
else
begin
is.
with.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, all the toilets are busted out and everything.
yeah, except for the one with the giant arrow pointing towards it.
Yeah.
It's filled with bees.
Oh, yeah. I'd haul ass, and I wouldn't even bother doing that. I'd haul.
Yeah, I just love this. Like the guy that comes in, he's got kind of the Candyman look, but not
Yeah, he's like a poor man's Candyman.
exactly. I mean, like his coat isn't as awesome or
Yeah.
anything. It's don't get me wrong, it's still a nice coat.
I'm trying to see if
You
that if
know?
that's the line he says. I'm the Candyman, bitch.
Yeah,
Because I remember there being a line out. Yeah, he does look like a. Even his
yeah,
face kind of looks like a cheap Tony Todd.
yeah. See, he pulls out the hook and he's like, "Ah, I got a hook." I love that guy's hat. Apparently, this was badass back in the day.
Yeah, this is like a Fat Albert type
Eh,
clothes.
That's just what I was thinking. I was just thinking Fat Albert. You're not being very smart. Oh man.
My
Yeah,
colleague. So yeah, she's a teacher then.
yeah. Here, you're looking for Candyman, bitch.
Yeah. I hear
You
you're looking for
find them.
Candyman. I just remember him saying bitch.
Oh man.
This kid just standing there. He already knows what's up.
Yeah, I totally think it would have been funny if they'd walked out of that bathroom around and back into the other one. It's like they were hanging out the one next door, and it's like we don't like people hanging out next door to us. We're gonna get them.
I love this.
Yeah. I love that he's still wearing the same coat and everything, and it's like,
Yeah.
see, that's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
The
It's like
swollen up eye.
Asian. It almost looks like Asian movies or something.
Yeah, yeah. And think of this, they're in like I don't know if that's a hospital or a police office, but they're smoking in there too.
Oh yeah, this was back in the day. I mean,
Yeah, back
see,
when
I don't
that's
like. I
like,
remember when you could smoke in restaurants and pretty much
oh yeah,
anywhere. Now, at least in the U.S., you can't do it
yeah.
anywhere.
Same up here. They got like signs, like
Even if a
no,
bar sells food, you can't do it.
yeah. It's one of those things. I get it. I get the health thing and everything, but in another way, like people got a right to smoke if they want to.
Yeah, it's one
You
of those
know
things where you understand
Yeah,
both sides. Because you
yeah,
are forcing people to do it, but then it's like, well, you could leave if you don't like it.
yeah,
And you also gotta look at people made out just fine. I mean, been watching this show Mad Men, and they
yeah,
smoke all day. Like, and my dad told me he remembers when you could buy cigarettes and smoke on an airplane.
yeah, yeah.
That would
That
be
was a thing.
crazy.
Yeah,
And he said, yeah, hospitals, like you could just be chilling in a hospital room doing it.
yeah.
I heard even doctors would do it while they're
Oh, yeah.
checking you out.
While doing yeah. Tell me, is your picture really grainy right now?
Maybe behind her head a little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It
yeah.
wouldn't have
Back
really
there.
stuck out to me that much.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just noticing it because it's lighter.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but
That's one
mine's this
thing.
same consistency of the whole. It doesn't
Oh
look
yeah,
like overly grainy to me.
yeah,
It looks a little grainy here, actually.
Yeah,
Yours?
a little bit. Yeah. I
Like the
and
darks don't seem as inky or anything.
yeah, and I love that. It's
That
like,
pupil, bloodshot pupil.
yeah, you got to reckon how long do you suppose it's been?
Yeah, and he's already done Smash the Younger
Oh,
college student
I'm
and all that.
sure.
He probably
Yeah,
done already 8. You know,
yeah. He's
this
like,
dude
no,
looks like
no.
a douchebag though. Like,
Oh, he does. Looks like a complete douchebag.
yeah,
That's the thing. Like sometimes you can come up with a character and just with the way they dress them, with the way they every part
oh
of them,
yeah,
you just know you wouldn't like this person as like a human being.
yeah.
I was like, welcome back. See, you're fine. I healed up in 3 days.
So it almost seems like it's next day, but that would have had to been like a week later.
Yeah, I'm quite sure this must be a week,
And what is this they're
two
walking
weeks.
in? Is this like a mini coliseum for plays probably or something?
I would assume it would be, yeah. Uh,
Or like announcements or I don't know.
I would assume it would be something like that. Yeah, I just keep getting distracted by the movie. I was like,
Yeah.
because right now is coming up the iconic scene.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we may not have to talk when we first see him just because of his voice.
Oh yeah, great voice.
What's her name in this movie? I can't believe I
Um,
forgot because he calls her
Helen.
name Helen.
Yeah,
Yeah, Helen. Yeah.
yeah. I just love the fact that of all the places, it's there. And what makes it so neat is apparently all the clothes that he's wearing is stuff that was available when his character was alive.
Oh really? It
Yeah,
almost has like a British look to me with like the houndstooth pants and stuff.
yeah, yeah. And here we go. It makes you wonder if when he said Helen, if she just said, sorry, wrong number, whether he'd have just gone away. That is a great shot.
I wonder if they kept him, yeah, with him looking up like that. I wonder if
Yeah,
they kept him separated from the whole cast. You know what I mean? And like this, so, a lot of horror movies do that. Keep
yeah.
the killer like separated from the actors.
I don't know. I mean, he's such a like consummate professional.
Yeah, that coat, dude, is so sick.
It is. I mean, that would be awesome just to have that coat.
You know, maybe real soon I'm gonna go on eBay and try to track down that action figure. You know the movie
Uh,
Maniacs that Todd
yeah,
McFarlane did? He did
yeah,
one for Candyman 3.
yeah. I got it on my shelf
Oh, really? You have it?
with a broken hook.
Yeah, I need to get that action figure. I
It's a
think it's
pretty good
literally
figure.
the only one they made.
Yeah, I love this. It's just like,
With that light on her face again and just,
yeah. There's the hook.
yeah. After that Scream Factory art did do a good job of kind of his face and
Yeah,
everything on the art. It looks just like him because that's like the view they got of him.
yeah, yeah. There, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
That explains it right there. So now I must shed innocent blood. You know? That tells you right there why he's not just killing white people.
Yeah. Didn't he get stung by tons of bees in real life in this movie? Like,
Yeah, he
'cause he
got
has to put the bees in his mouth and everything.
yeah, and here we go.
Yeah. I just love how dark it looks. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that Blu-ray pop, that transfer pops, that blood puddle right near her leg there, with the light
yeah,
reflecting off of it and everything.
yeah.
That look real good.
And there's the dog head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can't tell me that dog would have just sat there. Don't pick the stupid cow.
Yeah. Of course, we're gonna touch the murder weapon.
Yeah, we'll touch the murder weapon, which wouldn't have my prints on it, and look at all that blood.
Yeah, yeah. It's such an intense scene. Just the way she's rocking it and screaming.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, in this situation,
See, she didn't even know the white girl was here. You know what I mean?
no,
That just proves it was the Candyman. Well, which we already know,
yeah,
but it's like she couldn't tell the cops. Like she just appeared out of nowhere.
yeah, you can't really blame her for whacking her with
Now it's
the
turning into the
hatchet.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, and now the cops show up.
Yeah,
You know,
worst
they were
case
saying
scenario.
before they wouldn't come. The cops won't show up. You know, they called 911. They wouldn't come, and now this time they
It's a
come.
whole squad busting.
I
See, I
know,
love the way this is filmed. Like it almost feels like a music video or something right here, don't it?
for sure.
Like an
Definitely
old
seems
metal
like a
video.
yeah,
Just the
like
way it's filmed in slow mo with the light and the graffiti and the gate. It just reminds me of an '80s like thrash music video.
oh yeah,
Yeah, this is.
oh yeah,
Dude, you gotta admit that rack is something else,
yeah,
dude. Like they're almost mesmerizing, even covered in blood.
yeah.
I think we get another glimpse of the Warlocks like later when she's in a bath or something.
I think so.
See how it just like peels? It's just
Yeah, lift up your arms. Oh yeah, you think lesbian?
yeah. But dude,
Yeah,
she is like a perfect body, dude.
yeah,
Not the lesbian cop or her.
yeah. Yeah, that's something. But if that's your taste, well, more
So
power to you.
supposedly, is it around here we should see the extra gore?
It's a bit further on this. It's when she's in the nut house.
Is it like talking about when he busts through the window or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
So did you at least check out the new footage or no?
No, I've purposely kept it all.
Now, do you know what shot it is supposed to be, or it should
Yeah,
dip
it's
in
when
quality hardcore?
it's when he's like ripping open the guy's back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's just like it's different angles and stuff on the shot, and it's more.
How many more seconds is it?
I think it just replaces existing seconds, actually.
Oh,
I think they swap it out so that it, is more gory.
interesting. I'm curious to see how much more gory to where they figured they would have had to cut it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially considering, they cut it for all the other releases as well,
Yeah. Well, they probably never mastered it if it was released on the original
VHS,
VHS.
yeah.
Yeah. Very strange. I don't know.
Yeah. I would like to make a phone call.
It could have just been one of those things where, wow, you could tell that's an old picture of Virginia Madsen there.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that Michael Madsen's her brother?
It is. I mean, it's one of those things, you hear of actors and actresses with the same name, and you're always kind of like, oh, I wonder if they're related.
Like Katie Seagal and Steven Seagal and stuff.
Yeah. Like, hi, I've been arrested. Can you come pick
What's
me up?
crazy though is she's probably, you could consider her a horror or a genre actress because of Dune, this, and Haunting Connecticut and stuff.
Yeah.
Where her brother too, he's a genre actor. I mean, he's shown
Yeah.
up in so much low budget
Oh,
crap
yeah.
movies.
Oh, man, you gotta love it.
He's like Danny Trejo and
Yeah.
stuff.
Michael Madsen and Danny Trejo. Put them in the same movie.
Yeah.
Oh, just saying that, you have heard they're still planning on making a new Machete movie, right?
I hope they do. I like the idea in space.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
such a ridiculous concept, but it fits Machete because Machete's ridiculous and in the
oh
first
yeah.
place, you know what I mean?
I just loved the second one. Just for
Yeah,
that one scene. I know we're kind of going off topic a little bit, but for that one scene where, he cuts the guy's stomach, pulls out his intestines, throws it up into the helicopter blade,
yeah, yeah. I
and he
gotta
gets
watch those
sucked up
again
into it.
soon.
Yeah, there's some fun movies. I mean, and the thing is with Danny Trejo, he knows, like, what he is
Yeah,
as an actor. He knows he's a genre actor. He knows that people want to see him be like the badass and everything.
yeah. You know what
The,
else is unrealistic about this? So
the
she
fact
gets
that,
arrested for murder. Like they think she murdered a kid and all that.
yeah,
And she gets out next day like nothing happened. Like you gotta go to like arraignments and have bails set and all this and that. It's like
yeah.
a process, you know what I mean?
Well, apparently she's like a rich white woman, so
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, I guess that's what they're trying to say. They
Yeah.
can just come and go as they please.
I don't like how rich they are and they got the smallest TV, like a little kitchen TV in their living room.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, probably back when this came out, that was probably like a big deal.
Yeah, I think that was the norm size. But my TV was bigger back then, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so
But
crazy
it's
to
crossing
think
back.
back on them box TV days.
Oh yeah,
And
I
the
mean how?
screen like bubbled out a little bit, like it wasn't a flat screen.
Yeah, I mean how? I remember not so long ago. I remember having a TV that it took me and my dad to lift it out when I got a new one because it was that
Yeah,
heavy.
them big tube ones. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was like not really that long ago. Maybe what, 10 years, 10, 15 years ago?
yeah. Like, does it make you like? Would it make you nervous getting a TV where it's like paper thin? You know what I mean?
Back then it did.
But now it wouldn't.
You know, now it's just I know they've come to such to like a point where you don't gotta worry with modern TVs really.
Yeah. I will say this dude rocks the vest like no one's business.
Indeed.
And is she bathing in milk?
It's very possible. You never know. Or it could be one of those, I don't know, those like additives to bathtubs they get. I don't
Yeah.
know.
This dude's such a fool though.
He is.
Leaving her to go to the young one that later she can't handle anything.
Yeah. I mean, she's kind of.
Yeah. A young.
Yeah.
Although I do think the ending of this movie is perfect ending.
It is. And what always makes me wonder is, they never paid it off in any of the sequels, but does this mean that now Candyman exists and she exists?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a badass scene.
Yeah. So like,
No,
put,
but I see what you mean because they never bring it up like if it's gonna be like Candyman's wife or something,
yeah,
or if she
you know,
replaces Candyman and Candyman's set free. I don't know.
yeah. Or are they just, do they both exist now?
Yeah,
And if you happen to call her, does she appear? And if
I
you
don't
call
think
him,
they were
does he appear?
thinking. I don't think they were thinking that much into
No.
it. I don't know. But what does she say? Doesn't she say Helen's name, or he
Yeah,
say her name
yeah,
5 times in the mirror and she appears?
yeah. She appears and rips him in half.
Yeah, she's got like a burnt half Freddy Krueger head.
Yeah, which I find kind of funny. I mean, I get it, but I would have assumed she'd have been more burned after being in a freaking bonfire.
Yeah,
And we'll just close these blinds.
it would be badass to have that apartment though,
Oh yeah,
with a view like that.
yeah. Nowadays, that would $1 million easily.
Yeah, I don't remember what she finds in these pictures.
No, I don't
It's been
really
a
remember
while
either.
since I've seen it. Like last time I seen this was on that Blu-ray, the original
Yeah,
one, and that was years ago.
yeah.
I will
Uh,
say already this one's way better than that old Blu-ray though.
it is definitely.
Like there's a lot of scenes where it did pop out where I don't think that old Blu-ray. I remember not being too impressed with it.
I remember it just being, it was all right.
Yeah, but it
but
was
it
almost
was,
like an upgraded DVD kind of.
yeah, it was the only way you could get it in Blu-ray.
Yeah,
And
and I
there we
remember
go.
it was cheap though,
Oh yeah,
like $10. I think I got it for $10 on Amazon.
yeah, very very reasonably priced.
Yeah, that's badass. See, I want to see that scene again too, where Candyman's floating above her.
Yeah, yeah. I just love kind of like the like building dread because
Yeah,
something's gonna happen.
yeah. You know, one of my favorite scenes in this is when she's in the asylum and he ends up shacking up with the younger student. The look
Yeah.
of terror on the younger student's face when Virginia Madsen walks in
Oh yeah,
and
it's
they
like this
realize she escaped.
sheer panic moment.
Yeah, because she does look a little crazy now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, just this building tension because you then there you go.
Yeah, jeez, that's badass.
Yeah, and I mean they totally, man, he look at that. And just love that, like, be my victim.
Yeah, I wish they made like posters for this that wasn't just the cover art because personal opinion, the cover art's kind of boring of the eye. I mean, it's iconic, but I want like a poster of just the actual Candyman.
Yeah, I know what you
You know
mean.
what I mean? Like just a poster of this. You know?
Yeah. I love this, like, that essentially he's, like, giving her the choice.
Yeah.
I just love the fact, if she just said no, would he have,
Well, you learn in the sequel he has a thing for white women.
oh, yeah, he does.
They pretty much. It's almost like what the hell is Emmett Till? Yeah,
Yeah,
Emmett Till back in the day was into white women and got beat to death for it.
yeah,
That's almost what he is.
yeah. I love this, like, I'll just, put my hook back in there. This is something also that those two film historians were complaining about, that he kills her. So
I
like,
think
well,
those two
like,
historians are just
I,
stupid.
I think they're definitely like, SJW type things, and
Yeah,
they're trying to push their agenda onto a movie
yeah,
that doesn't really have any of that in it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, the whole like race thing plays a part in it, but it's not as big a deal as they seem to think it is.
Would you consider this more of an urban horror movie? Almost like Leprechaun in the Hood, or you know what I mean? Or
Yeah, yeah, I'd consider it an urban horror flick, definitely.
yeah, like
You know,
geared towards black people or something? Or
as what they said again, those two people, they said it's a a black movie for white people,
yeah,
which is kind of dumb. I've never heard anything like that in my life.
that bloody stump hook hand though does look good in HD.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and they're going on here like why did they kill why did he kill the black girl?
Because
You
he's
know?
setting it up to where
Yeah,
she, and then
you know?
like you said, find out the sequel, he likes black women. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what it is. He wants Helen by his side. I
yeah.
mean, dude, you got, there's no talking your way out of that one.
No. Though honestly, I mean, you would think they would be like, well, she's got this hook-shaped hole in the back of her neck.
Yeah,
Um, she couldn't have done that with the knife.
that's pretty good how they did that. That skin kind of held in
Yeah,
the needle. It looked like they probably did actually stick her. I don't know.
probably, yeah. I just love that,
Even the name Trevor sounds like a douchebag name.
oh yeah. Well, of course, whenever I hear Trevor, I always think of, oh, look at that. I love the fact that she's gray,
Damn. Yeah.
that she's been, like, eviscerated, and, and she's just gray.
Do black people turn gray when they die?
I think pretty much everybody turns gray when they die.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, hell no, I ain't holding you. Wow, and he actually does it. I think
Yeah.
in real life they'd be like, sir, don't touch him. This is evidence.
Yeah, probably. Oh man.
You know what else is bad? Is they don't, from what I remember, do they explain the bees in this first one?
They have just
Because I
that
know they
little
do in part two, but
yeah. There's just that little explanation earlier in the movie when they're having dinner and that guy with the long
oh
hair
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
just
You're right.
telling the story. Other than that though, I don't think they really go into it.
Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, and here you go. Here's another scene completely explaining why he kills like black people as well.
Yeah. Well,
You
it
know?
shouldn't be about race at all. That's stupid. It's like you wouldn't say that about Michael Myers. Like he's white. Why is he only killing? You know what I mean? That's so
Yeah.
stupid. So just the fact that's almost like just the fact the killer's black. They're like he shouldn't kill black people.
Yeah. You know,
It's like, huh?
yeah, it's like no. I mean, just, you know, like watch the movie for what it is, you know?
Yeah,
People always try to make things into things that they're not, you know?
yeah,
And I always just reckoned it that, he's doing what he has to do to survive, to keep existing, and then he gets like her, and then
yeah,
he's like, well, this is one I want, you know? This
yeah.
one
I
isn't
almost feel
this
like
this one isn't just.
he wants her because I think he's like in love with her.
I think so, yeah.
Because don't they do
It's
that at the end where she looks just like the white woman he was with in the slave days?
yeah, she has a very very similar look. I just love also though, the fact she's tied up like in the office of the psychiatrist or whatever. Excuse me. The psychiatrist ends up gutted and she's gone, but no one seems to think, well, how did she get out of her restraints?
Yeah, they don't even change her shirt out.
No, well, and it's like, oh, there we go.
And have you ever been to a hospital where it's that dirty looking?
No.
Like it looks like a hostel warehouse?
Yeah, it does indeed.
That's badass though, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find cables and I ain't seeing any. No kind of lines or anything.
Listen,
Usually
he's
it's
under the
oh
bed.
that's almost creepy, dude. The way you saw him like lower and below the bed.
Yeah. I love how their first reaction is like, okay, we'll dope her up again.
Yeah. Dude, that would be like a worse nightmare, dude, to be honest.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the fact of the matter is, you would think if someone, yeah, whether they're crazy or not, if they were saying someone was under the bed,
Yeah.
you'd think one of them would at least just, have a look.
But the thing is, though, I don't think they can see him.
I know, but, you
Because
would have
don't they go
thought,
back in the cameras? Or I could be wrong on that.
I think that's in part two.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. Um, no, you know what I mean? Like, hey, look, hello, baby.
Look at my hook.
Behold the hook. Oh, okay.
I
I
gotta admit,
think,
that was a little weird, though, dude. Like, just
yeah.
have the baby suck on your long-ass Obama finger.
Oh man. Yeah, you would have thought like someone would have looked
And
under the
she
under the
has
bed.
brand new clothes for some reason, too.
I get the idea that this is a lot longer. I think this is like, like 2 or 3 days later.
Oh, okay.
That's the feeling that I get, at least, that she's been out of it completely.
You're right, because doesn't she start saying something like, I think I'm ready to go back or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think she ends up talking to the therapist dude saying, I've been doing better, blah, blah, blah. I could be wrong. That's
Yeah,
what they go to say she's been in there for a while.
yeah. That's the one thing this movie has a bit of a problem with, and that's just letting you know how much time has passed.
Yeah, the editing.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't have to you don't need like a card coming up saying like 2 days later every time, but you could do something, maybe like have a calendar or
Or a
something.
newspaper or something with the date.
Yeah, yeah, just something.
Yeah.
And this doctor looks like a complete douchebag as well. Looks like
Yeah.
he'd get on with the husband quite fine.
Yeah. Same, and maybe it hasn't been too long. She's talking about how I've been committed and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see these new
Oh, for a
angles.
month.
Oh, okay.
So she's been in there a month. We have to assess your ability to stand trial. You've been trying to be murdered. It's like, yeah.
But she managed to get out of jail the first time when she murdered somebody.
Yeah, you'd think they just let her out this time.
See, this looks like the kind of doctor that would like fondle your parts while you're dosed up, you know?
For sure. Definitely. He definitely has that look.
Doctor Touchy.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just waiting for that jump scare or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it goes through his stomach first, right?
Yeah, you at least in like
Then
the
pulls
normal
him out the
cut.
window. Yeah. See what I mean? They show the video and he doesn't show up on the video.
Yeah. Still, the thing is, like you would have thought there'd have been cameras in this guy's office, right?
Yeah.
So you would have thought that,
Yeah, but just show him flying out the window.
yeah, like him being ripped apart by nothing,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, you know what I mean though. You would think even if they knew nothing was under the bed, you'd think they'd still just look,
Yeah.
just
Just to
just to
humor.
yeah, you know. You think it would just be something like just glance under there, but no. She's got really nice eyes.
Yeah. She is kind of
They
mesmerizing looking.
yeah, they kind of pop.
Yeah. I think the scene's coming up real soon where she goes back and the doctor's new girl's all terrified looking. Because I remember
Yeah.
I was always impressed at that girl's acting just because she looks genuinely like terrified.
Mhm. I love this. I can prove it.
I mean, she's got to say it 5 times.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like the first time you would have seen this would have been so intense, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. And he sat there all smug and everything, but he's gonna get his.
Yeah. Yeah, impaled through the stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did your scene get real grainy right there? Oh yeah, this must be the uncut stuff then.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I was thinking it was gonna look, grain-wise.
Oh. No, but there is a difference.
I'm curious to see how much different that was from the first one. Did the
Yeah.
first one, did it just show his hook going through his stomach and that was it?
I think if I remember right, it's like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen the other cut. I think, you see like the hook go through, you see him pulling a bit, but that's kind of it.
Oh, okay.
You don't see all the splatter and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That's
like
badass, dude. How he flies backwards out the window.
Yeah, it's just kind of like. I
The
love it. The
problem
fact,
with this is he does let her free, but it also makes her look really bad again. You know?
oh yeah. And the funny thing is also, he's got the power to kill this guy and everything. Why doesn't he just take her?
Yeah, that surprisingly looks really good on Blu-ray here.
Yeah.
That grass and everything.
Yeah. Uh,
Wow. Dude, she went
yeah.
down to easy.
And just the guy in the bed, man.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm enjoying this show.
Yeah. He's like, oh hell yeah. But you got nothing to lose at that point.
Yeah. I
It's
love the
almost
fact
as like
here.
every slasher, like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, and like Halloween, and or not Halloween, but like Stepfather. They
Yeah.
always dress up as the worker and get out.
Yeah, and I mean, no one ever questions it.
Yeah,
You know, you would think her wiping blood off her face would kind of be a given.
yeah. And how sketchy she looks.
Yeah, I just love the fact that she struggled with the keys.
Yeah,
Like not knowing which one to use and everything. I thought that was a nice little touch.
yeah. I think it's coming up right here where she
Yeah.
pops in. She acts like Trevor's gonna be real glad to see her. It's like
Yeah, it's like
he found her with the knife all bloody and everything.
yeah, like you're a nut
It's
bar.
like one of the most boring hallway you've ever seen.
It is. It's the single most boring hallway.
Blandest hallway.
I mean, hell,
Most have like a plan or pictures or I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Hell, most have like I don't know, crown molding and stuff on the ceiling, and
Yeah,
you know,
and the painting in all the rooms in this movie, like at Cabrini Green, they were like puke yellow,
yeah.
and now the
Now
walls are pink.
it's like seriously, how whipped do you have to be to let your new girlfriend paint your house pink?
Yeah, it better be some crazy pussy, and it better be busted open 24/7.
Yeah.
Not even then, dude.
Huh.
That'd be great. It's like maybe the bathroom you can paint pink, but
Mm. Oh yeah, you better. He knows he's
yeah,
screwed over
he comes
now.
out all robe and slippers and everything.
Yeah, he thinks he's what's his name, Hugh Hefner.
Yeah. Oh, he's about to be like Hugh Hefner dead.
That was good.
See, I just like how afraid they look.
Yeah, and I love that little smile.
Yeah, she does look like a full-blown loony now.
Yeah.
And what's up with the painting on this? Like, she looks like she's kind of just doing a little bit, then moving on to the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't think she knows how to paint.
I hate the color scheme. It's like I
Yeah.
think everybody would who's not 10. The younger girl almost
A
looks like a Alicia Silverstone.
little bit, yeah.
I think
Like,
we should call the hospital.
okay, go on. Yeah, there's just that,
Maybe I
you know.
remembered it differently. I feel like I remembered the one girl looking, her acting being a little better.
Well, I mean, she does seem freaked out.
Yeah. Trevor almost looks more scared, though.
Yeah. I think it would be funny if she just like goes like, "You suck," and walked out.
I mean, you almost feel bad for her, though.
Yeah,
She gets, like, less and less hot, though, as the movie goes on.
that's true. Well, I guess that kind of happens when.
Has the whole purpose, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they have like like makeup or hairdressers in loony bins.
Yeah.
Man, he's got such like a
He
molesty
looks like,
teacher
yeah,
vibe.
like a wife
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, in It, like
Yeah, like
Bevy, her
the
boyfriend who gets knocked out by the glass or whatever.
yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he
I,
looks like the kind of dude who would like just take off his belt and just start whooping on her.
yeah,
Because he knows he couldn't beat anybody in real life, you know?
yeah, that's true.
That scene looks pretty good in Blu-ray, that fog or mist or whatever that was on the water there.
Yeah, very nice looking actually.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how good that looks.
Hmm.
I don't think I ever noticed that really on the VHS or anything.
No, me neither.
Does he like raise out the water? I don't remember.
I think she just like yeah, that she just kind of looks at the water.
That would have been badass if he raised out of it.
Yeah. I don't know if they'd have had the budget for it, but
Yeah, and to make it look like where you'd look bone dry, you know what I mean?
yeah. I love that blinds herself with the damn light.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to be a special kind of dumb to know, like, I'm going to shine this light in my face and see what happens.
And to be just cruising around this project that late at night.
Yeah.
Now, is yours like pretty grainy right here?
Yeah. I'm thinking we probably have the same transfer.
Probably. Like I said, I think they both use the same source. And
Yeah,
they
just
probably just
different,
did their own scan of the same source so it would look exactly the same.
yeah.
Just that way they could each say, oh yeah, this is our transfer, you know what I mean? We use this machine instead of
Yeah.
that machine, but they're both using the same source material.
Yeah. Now I wonder this, like, is this all supposed to be physically happening right now? Like her going into this place, or is this all supposed to be um, like in spirit world type things or something?
Hmm. I always took it as it's actually happening.
Yeah,
Or do you
because
think it's like once you get in contact, this is what happens?
I don't know, because like, yeah, because how does she end up in the bonfire?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it goes right from here to like teleports over to the bonfire.
Yeah, you could be right.
Maybe it's like its own pocket dimension or something.
Yeah, or maybe it's like once you say the name 5 times in the well, yeah, I don't know, because usually it kills you right away.
Yeah.
But see, that's almost like even when she before she said it, always looked like she was in like a dream-like haze. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe a good chunk of this has been going on in her head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it have been badass to just be sitting with like Tony Todd and them like at the premiere of this?
Oh
See what their
yeah.
first reaction was.
Yeah, for sure.
I would assume that this premiered in Chicago. I mean, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, I would think it would. I just love that he's like sleeping. Like this
Oh
ghost
yeah,
is like just kind of sleeping on like some random slab,
yeah.
you know? And it's just kind of I don't know. So yeah, so does he have a like an actual physical body right now?
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know. She may just be in like the. I have no idea. I think it's just meant to be just roll with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah. I think it's. I'm going with it's all in the real world. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pay attention close to this transition to the bonfire.
yeah,
But as of right now, I feel like this is actually the real thing. But this could be the dream world he's talking about too. I don't know.
yeah,
Where like to him it looks like real life and he can kill everyone, but to everyone else it's you know what I mean. They don't see it.
yeah. I love that. She just stuck him with a hook, and he's like, "Oh, you came to me."
Yeah, the blood spurts out the neck.
Yeah.
She had to have been cast just because of them eyes, dude.
Yeah, they're kind of hypnotic.
Yeah.
Originally, apparently, this scene was originally filmed longer, where they like kind of like dance,
Yeah.
and it's almost like you know, they fall in love or something.
Yeah. You know, it's gonna be
Apparently,
a
Tony
sad.
Todd was irritated that it wasn't in.
Wow. It's gonna be a sad day when Tony Todd dies.
It will, for sure.
I think he's like top three people I want to meet. He's in the top three.
Yeah,
You know, if it was like between like Robert Englund and him, I'd still pick Tony Todd.
probably.
Or would
I
you pick
mean,
Robert Englund or what?
I don't know. I mean, it would depend on the situation. Because I mean, I know I've heard Robert Englund has tons of stories about Hollywood and everything, and like working with other actors and everything.
You almost get the feeling though, like we've heard them all though. That's so badass looking.
Yeah,
And the dedication to actually do that for real.
yeah. Well, luckily, most of the bees, from what I know, were young bees,
Yeah.
so they didn't actually have stingers yet.
But even still though,
Yeah, I know. Especially if you're like phobic of bees or something.
yeah, he probably had to use his tongue to like block his throat and stuff, and
Yeah, and then
it
just
would have been hardcore, man.
yeah.
And I heard he
I
did get stung a lot in real life. Like a lot of them did have, like a lot of them didn't, but I think quite a few did, and heard he did get stung a lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just kind of par for the course. Yeah, you see, like now they're in the
Yeah, it's definitely
they
worth
in
it
the
for him. He's
yeah
classic.
yeah. I love how all the bees are just gone.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you think of Jordan Peele doing a remake of this?
See, I've heard some interesting stuff. I've heard one person say that actually it's a sequel.
Oh, that'd be badass.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
mean,
heard what else Jordan Peele's doing? Like
what?
what he is?
What's he doing?
I guess CBS is they have a trailer out. They're doing a early 2019. They're redoing the Twilight Zone,
Oh,
and Jordan Peele's the new Rod Serling.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's the host. Do you find it strange though that he did one horror movie, and all of a sudden he's like the end all be all horror guy? Like people are holding him into regard like he's a horror master or something. It's like
Y-
he made
yeah.
Get Out. I mean,
I mean,
I
yeah,
thought the movie was okay at best. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
I don't get
I
all this. He's like a horror master now.
yeah. I
I'd
mean,
get it if he was doing like a horror show and then did Get Out, but it's like, dude, he was on Mad TV,
yeah,
Key and Peele, and then made Get Out. Now all of a sudden we're giving him Candyman and The Twilight Zone.
yeah.
That's bullshit to me.
Yeah.
To me, he hasn't proved himself yet in the horror genre. Like I
No,
said, Get Out
I
was okay, but I
yeah.
wouldn't off rip give him Candyman and The Twilight Zone. Those are two huge properties.
That's true. I see what he can do with Candyman,
Yeah,
and then then let him onto the other stuff. I mean, we've seen what happens when you give like quote unquote like Wonderkind, if you will, if you give them enough rope. Like look at M. Night
Eli
Shyamalan.
Roth.
Yeah, and Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Um, Eli Roth just kind of keeps making the same movie over and over again.
Yeah.
And
The thing I wonder though is I wonder if because Jordan Peele was a comedian and he's black, I wonder if he'll
yeah,
get more praise than a normal director would. You know what I mean?
he might. Yeah, I
Because
mean,
dude, people were like all over Get Out's nuts, dude. I did not understand the hype of that movie at all.
I know. Uh, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was okay, but
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't this like
Like I thought
horror
Hereditary blew that thing out the water, dude. Like,
for sure, definitely.
but no one
Um,
talks about Hereditary like Get Out. You know what I mean?
no, well, the problem is, it's like this whole, you know, it's playing into kind of like the whole social justice
Yeah,
warrior
you're right.
mentality
Yeah.
and everything, and really it's a disservice. It's a disservice to the movie Get Out, honestly, because like I said, it's a good movie. It's not the end all be all
You know what I think it is? Is
horror
it
films.
has the vibe of like a normal teen horror movie, but people
Yeah,
hold it into regards of as like an Oscar-worthy classic movie. You know what I mean? But to me, it looks
yeah,
like a teen PG-13 horror movie, like Insidious, or not even on Insidious level. It's like I don't
yeah,
even know, like teen. It doesn't feel like a. I don't know. I can't even describe it, but it
yeah.
feels like an MTV VH1 like teeny horror movie meant for young teens and stuff like that, and it's or whatever. But it doesn't have a classy feel to me like
I
Candyman
know what you mean.
or like Hereditary. Like Hereditary's like a really classy
Yeah,
feeling film. You know what I mean? Where Get Out to me seemed like it was meant for the same people that want Ouija or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
It's like
definitely know what
or
you
like The
mean.
Nun or something. It's like for
Yeah,
that crowd, you know.
yeah.
But yet it's winning Oscars and everyone's praising it and it's everywhere you go. It's all Get Out's the best horror movie past 10 years.
It's like, have you seen a horror movie?
Yeah, no, it's like,
Like,
dude,
yeah, it might be the best horror movie if you've never seen a horror movie.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that looks really
it's a
good on
sort of,
Blu-ray. That may be some of the
yeah,
best. That fire, dude.
yeah, it looks great.
That may be the highlight of the picture quality.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the sky looks real inky, dude. And yeah, the flames bright as hell.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good looking.
I'm a crawl out of here, damn it. I don't care what you say with my very, very bad wig.
Yeah, you could tell it's a stunt man
Yeah.
outfit.
I mean, hell, even that, you can tell is a wig.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's kind of,
I mean they have to. I mean look at the legs. All they're filled. They're covered in gauze or whatever. Like
yeah.
the burn people have to put on.
Wouldn't it have been great if she just kind of rolled over and said, bet you feel stupid now?
And then stabbed it.
Yeah, it'd be like, well,
It's what y'all wanted, wasn't it?
yep, what you wanted. Now that looks a bit cheesy,
Yeah.
but I
Oh
mean,
yeah. That
it is
effect
what
didn't
it
age
is.
well at all.
You
Those
see,
are supposed to be bees, but that just looks like lava.
yeah, I've always thought, movies like this are ones that, like what George Lucas did with Star Wars, where he went in and redid effects and everything.
Yeah.
Movies like this could do with that, for scenes like that look really dated. If you could go in and just,
Reshow them.
digitally, yeah, and I don't think it would have the
The
irritation.
balls of this woman to show up at her funeral.
Oh hell yeah, that's just, I don't know, if I was that priest, I'd be like, you're going to hell, bitch.
Wouldn't you think someone of how young she was and attractive she was, she'd have a bigger turnout than that?
Yeah.
Like, you
Well,
think even the pedo creeper dude in the beginning who was looking at her all rapey like?
yeah. Well, she does get the entire projects of Cabrini Green,
Oh,
so
yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
I mean, I kind of dig that. It's like, here we go. We're bringing the entire
I'd laugh
thing
if they
to
came
see.
rolling up in Cadillacs with AKs.
Oh man,
Blaring Tupac.
yeah, that would have been awesome. I love that she's comes walking in here with this look almost like she's gonna like slap a bitch.
I know.
And it's just like,
Yeah, she
no.
does have that like, oh hell nah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, but it's just like, no, we're gonna come see our friend.
that is badass.
Yeah. Like, here, give her the hook.
That would be fun. I'd laugh more if they just threw the baby in with her.
Like, here, you can have this too.
The hook probably so heavy busts the casket. They gotta buy her a new one.
Yeah.
What do you think of that putty hair they gave her?
Yeah, that's quite horrible.
Looking like candle wax.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I just love the way the lighting they use when he says her name 5 times.
Yeah. See, this is the thing here. This particular scene, you kind of get that he's, you know, troubled.
Yeah, like he's still in love with the
Yeah,
Helen or whatever.
he should have
And
realized
she
that.
don't get she's just a phase. You know what I mean? She's just wasting
Yeah.
her time.
Well, those are some very perky nipples. Must be very
Yeah,
cold in there.
yeah. That is a pretty cool outfit.
I,
See,
I
I
love
even
how, like, everything in the fridge is white.
oh yeah,
Everything's in, like, these nondescript white packages.
yeah.
Because you
Some
totally
plate
know
of
he
meat
probably...
that's uncovered and all that.
Yeah.
It's like don't get in your fridge and give me some uncovered meat. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Yeah. Hope you like it in your pink house with your blue bathroom.
Yeah.
Why you'd have a blue bathroom? And that's not how you use a knife.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That shirt though is something else.
Yeah. It just throws the meat down like... And here we go.
Yeah. Is he trying to say her name 5 times, or does he just accidentally do it?
I think he just accidentally... I love that she's just throwing the meat. Well, he gets what's coming to him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's
I
been
know
a
the way the
douche
light
the
looks and
entire
it
movie.
flashes.
Yeah.
And it's like you almost feel bad for him a little bit, but not really.
Yeah. Ooh!
Yeah, I love that strobe light effect there. It just feels
Yeah.
really 90s. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess the new girl's gonna go... I love that how she's like getting off on it.
Yeah.
My God, Trevor. Have you eaten a bad enchilada? I just love the
Ooh,
fact
baby.
she's gonna get blamed for it now.
Oh yeah. Because she's
You know,
got
it's...
the knife, yeah.
Yeah. With blood on it because she's cut herself. And here's the new mural.
It is a confusing ending though, where you wonder if she's the new Candyman.
Yeah. I sort of like assumed it was gonna be that, you know, that she was gonna be the new Candyman. But then again,
Like I guess Bernard Rose was in the movie somewhere. It says Archie Walsh, whoever that was.
oh. Yeah.
But that was a commentary for the director's cut of Candyman.
Yep.
It was pretty fun watching it. I'm sure, probably not tomorrow, but the day after, if you're down, we'll probably do part 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Might as well.
Yeah.
And we'll just not bother with part 1.
You mean
Or
part
part
3?
3, yeah, part 3. But
Yeah.
I think you said sometime this month you're gonna get Urban Legend.
Yeah.
We could do a commentary on that.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I
Yeah,
love
'cause
that
I just
movie.
watched it. It looked great. It's such a badass movie. And it would
Cool.
fit with all these Urban Legend stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, guys, this is Corey's Crypt.
This is BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.